Um, Personally, I think pretty good. Um, I've just been playing, not thinking, just doing my game, having fun, and yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing.
What do you think was working for you today? I mean, you had a good game today.
Um, Defense, because defense is for sure one of my strength. So I know that if I play a good defense, then it'll be easier in offense.
Is that something where you're able to tell, like their guards might not be able to handle sort of the more pressure defense, and you can play up on them and create some turnovers?
Yeah, I think I'm really confident in defense, and this is something I like as well. So I play with that too, and yeah, I try to make the team turn the ball over a lot, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Diaba. Dora has said before that you guys really try to make each other better in practice. When you both have a huge game, how exciting is that for the both of you?
Well, Dora first, I think Dora is she doesn't know it, but I think she's a mentor for me. She helped me a lot last season, whether it's on the court or off the court. So yeah, we make things hard for the both of us, and during games we're more together, but it helped us a lot.
Now that you guys have played two teams in the conference, how are you liking the layout of playing the teams twice in a row?
It's hard because we have less time to rest. But it's exciting too because we remember what we did wrong on the first game and what we did well. So we still have everything in our mind so we can apply it the next day. Our minds are fresh.
Thank you.
Hey, Diaba, coach was saying that he felt like you guys had another step to take last game. Do you guys feel like you guys did better this game and kind of just came out with a little more fire?
I don't know. I don't ask myself those type of questions. I just turnovers are down. Yeah, but yeah, just play and have fun.
One thing I always notice when the starting lineup comes out is that everyone in the starting lineup is from a different country. I mean, how cool is that for you? And what does that say about basketball that it just brings everyone together?
Yeah, it's really cool. Every time they call this the five starters, then everyone is from a different country, and I always enjoy those moments because we're in a different country and we still get to play. It doesn't mean that we're in America, only American can play, or only American can start. And it means a lot to us, and we always have fun.
Awesome, Diaba. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but do you like going last for those pregame introductions, being the last person off the bench?
Sorry?
Do you like being the last person announced for those pregame introductions when they're announcing the starters?
So they're announcing the starters and they call you last. You like that?
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm pumped. I'm like, they're waiting for me. So I'm like, that's my time. I love it. But sometimes they make mistake. And so I have to get to go first. I don't like that.
On the road,
Yeah, it's fine.
Anything that you're looking forward to with playing NAU next week?
Well, we've been playing. We had time to prepare, so we played Weber and Northern Colorado, and those four games help us getting ready for the next game next week. And yeah, I think we're gonna keep the pace, go hard, practice hard, and yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Coach. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. You mentioned turnovers to Diaba about one thing that you guys improved on. How big is it to get those turnovers and then turn those turnovers into points as well?
Yeah, it's more from the standpoint of us not turning the ball over. So last game we had 23 turnovers, and then the game before that we had 17, and then the game before that we had 17, and that's too many. And that's one of the two big areas that we're trying to improve on is traveling, which I don't think we got called for travel today. And some of our decision making that we have with our passes. We don't make the easy pass. We tend to thread the needle too much and make things harder than they need to be. But and shot selection is what we're trying to work on. A lot of times the shot selection, it gets bad when you get excited. People come out, especially in the beginning of the game, and they're pumped up, and all of a sudden we don't know where the 3-point line is, and we're shooting closer to the volleyball lines, and that's not something we want.
I mean, you mentioned that excitement. I mean, how exciting is it for you to just be sitting and standing on the bench and watching your starting lineup cook?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. I'm very fortunate in so many different ways. I'm fortunate that this is a luxury to get to be able to play and coach college basketball at this time is an extreme luxury. And so I'm always grateful for that. But then I get to coach, people I like, and I get to coach with people I like. And so that just makes it fun. And when they're successful and happy, then, I'm obviously happy. And it's, I'm just lucky.
What was the mood in the locker room? I know in Ogden, you said it was kind of like you guys were a little deflated because you felt like you guys could have played better. Was it a little more upbeat today?
Yeah, we're still kind of somber. And I don't know if we're, just being too hard on ourselves. We start off in the first quarter shooting 59% and scoring 21 points. And I think we feel like every quarter is supposed to be like that now. And so when we don't play that well, or if we make little mistakes, I think we can be a little hard on ourselves. But that'll balance out in time. We just have to stay, keeping things in perspective.
Obviously, you're a championship level coach, and you've had teams win championships. When you go on these runs and you win 5 straight games, is it good to be hard on yourself like you guys are right now, or is it just an expectation of we need to be better and we can be better?
I think it's good not to have a rear view mirror. You don't want to look back at any failures, but you don't want to look back and stay too long with any of your successes. You've got something else coming up the next day or the next week, and it's important to focus on that. So we don't really pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to that just because, I've been in situations where we've gone and won 24 games, and I've been in situations where we've lost 8 in a row. We've had lots of losing streaks. So I just know how sometimes it can flip flop. All of a sudden you're feeling top of the world. And then after a week of playing games, you think you're terrible. And we just try to keep it in perspective and just focus on the next game.
Same thing I asked Diaba. I mean, how cool is it for you just to hear all those different countries in your starting 5? And what does that attest for you guys in recruiting wise and things like that?
Oh, it's really fun. It's really fun. And, Ryan Johnson, our recruiting coordinator, a lot of that is all him. He just has some tremendous international recruiting contacts, and he puts us in position to get some really good players. And we're really excited about the kids that we have coming in next year. They're all really good. And we're really excited about our 2 Aussies, just talking about international kids. We got 2 more Aussies coming in that should be able to help us.
I mean, what is that adjustment like for kids that are international? Because with kids in the country, they know Idaho, they kind of get the idea. But what is the developmental state of bringing a kid in from a foreign country, placing them in Idaho, and then getting them to play to the expectation you want them to be?
Some of it can be tough just because things are officiated and basketball is taught differently in different countries. And so they're kind of used to that. And so there's some of that we have to go through. But my experience has been with international players has been tremendous, especially from the academic side. They've all been exceptional students and done very well. And, if you're brave enough to go halfway around the world to go to college, you're a pretty independent person to begin with. So to handle stuff that's thrown at you and be able to adjust, they seem to do a really good job of that.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
Coach, Last week when you guys played UNC, you beat them by 7 points the first game, and then 13 points the next game, and you beat the, oh my gosh, sorry.
Weaver, yeah, Weaver
You
was
beat
the next
Weaver
one.
by 2 points this game. Is that something you guys is a goal for you guys, is to not only beat them again, but to beat them, play even better the next game?
Well, yeah, I think but it's less to do with the score and more to do with, how we set certain goals for games, and we have certain objectives that things that we try to work on in practice, but to play better the second time is always the goal. You could get into a situation where, people always say that it's hard to beat a team a second time. It's hard to beat them a third time. It's hard to beat a fourth time. And I remember when I was at UC Riverside, we beat Santa Barbara 6 times in a row, and they were one of the best teams. And so because we had the idea of, no matter if we win or lose, we want to play better the second time. And if we focus like that, we'll play better.
Diabe kind of talked about how Dora is a mentor for her. They both had a great game today. Can you kind of talk about their chemistry during practice and how it reflects in the game?
Diaba makes it really easy. She makes it really easy. Are you still there? I think I lost you, Connie. Oh, are you still there? Corinne, sorry. Okay.
I'm here.
There
Sorry.
you go, yeah. Diaba makes it really easy because of her attitude about everything, and she's got an amazingly disciplined lifestyle, in how she eats and how she works out and how she studies. And she's just really easy to get along with. So she's fun to play with. Dora has been more than just her mentor over the years. People seem to go to her, and Dora is just very funny and friendly and outgoing, and people gravitate to her. And so I'm glad they kind of found each other in that sense, to help each other out. And they lived near each other for the first year that Diabo was here.
Playing Northern Arizona next week, seeing that they beat Idaho, does that change how you guys are going into this game at all?
No, I mean, that's NAU. They're a very good team, and they are a very good offensive team. They know how to dribble, pass, and shoot and create their own shot. And teams like that, they can get hot. We saw it firsthand in Flagstaff last year, where they scored 25 in the first quarter and we were down 20 at half. And we were able to weasel our way back into it and find a way to win. But, they have always the potential to be a high octane offensive team. And we have to have our stuff together if we want to compete with them. They're playing hard. They feel it. They feel like they're close to being one of the best teams, and they're going for it. And we have to be ready to play against that.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
It seems like every game, I see something new from Diaba, something that she's added to her game, something that she's doing better. What's it like to coach somebody where the pace of development is that high?
It's really nice. I mean, she is just such a gifted athlete that a lot of these, I mean, she's a great student too, but a lot of these physical things come easy to her. I wish it had come this easy to me when I played. She just doesn't have a lot of limits physically. If she wants to get strong, she'll go in the weight room and she'll see results. If she wants to improve her ball handling, she gets in the gym and she'll see results. And it's just, she's a physical anomaly that way. I mean, if she had chose to be a sprinter, she would have been a great sprinter. If she would have chose to be a soccer player, she would have been an exceptional soccer player. And she's just really talented that way. But you don't get there unless you have like I said, the disciplined lifestyle that she has, where you study hard, you eat right, you practice hard. She is are you still there, Andrew? I think you froze, but she is our most avid reader out of everybody on the team. She reads the most. She went through 4 or 5 books this summer, especially some of those fundamental coaching books like The Energy Bus and Michael Jordan books. And, she is she wants it. She wants to be a good player and a good person and a good student. And so she's just got an amazing lifestyle.